A co-ed laid to rest. Family and friends of Deanna Gonzalez say their final goodbyes.
Find out what San Diego City officials have to say in response to the recent tragedy at City College.
City College's new parking garage structure has been causing a lot of problems amongst students. We have the latest.
Will it stay rainy and cloudy throughout the weekend? Stay tuned because Newscene starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newscene. I'm Mauricio Marin.
And I'm Claudia Gestro. Thank you for joining us.
Now, it's been a difficult week here on campus. Family, friends, students, and faculty members all said goodbye to slain college student Deanna Gonzalez. Photojournalist Alex Miller-Pistori has this video tribute. Now, a special account has been set up to help the family pay for Deanna's funeral expenses and to care for the 10-month-old daughter she left behind. The name of the account is a memorial fund for Deanna Gonzalez at the Cabrillo Credit Union. The account number is 19370700.
Students at City College held a forum this week to speak out against domestic violence. Following the tragic domestic violence attack on campus last week, students turned out to discuss the need for more resources. Students spoke out about the need for resources centers and safe zones for victims. Advocates say that victims must speak out against abusive spouse.
This is a way for women to express what's happened to them. It's also a way to air society's dirty laundry by hanging it on the clothesline.
Organizers plan to hold more forums in order to promote awareness and pursue victims that they're in help.
Now, a recent press conference was held in response to domestic violence issues. Alice Kim joins us with more.
That's right, Mauricio. The recent tragedy at City College shed light in the face of the spike in domestic violence cases. For the first time since the murder of Deanna Gonzalez, city officials and the district attorney spoke on camera.
1 week after the murder of City College student Deanna Gonzalez, San Diego city officials announced plans to improve response to domestic violence in San Diego County.
We learn from these cases. We make recommendations for change and work with the San Diego Domestic Violence Council to implement these changes. This multidisciplinary review team is critical because no victim should ever die in vain.
A mother of a murder victim talked openly about her experience losing her only daughter to domestic violence that occurred in 2007.
The DA department is an excellent department. I work with them during the preliminary hearing, and they're an excellent source. There's some things that they cannot answer, and I respect that.
But this was not the case for the family of Diana Gonzalez. A judge granted a restraining order against Gonzalez's estranged husband, Armando Perez, to keep him away from Diana following an incident of kidnapping, assault, and rape. Though he was arrested for this, he was never charged due to insufficient evidence.
At that time, we wanted to know more details about why, and why was that not sufficient, sufficient evidence. But at this point, I mean, in a way, it's like kind of late.
The puzzling question that continues to arise is why Perez was never charged. Reporters pressed District Attorney Bonnie Dumanis for answers.
I'm not going to answer specific questions about this case. You and David, this is the last time I'm going to say it, and I would like you to be respectful, okay? You weren't before, and I appreciate this is a little bit better. What I would like you to remember, I know you have to ask, but I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm not going to talk about the specifics of this case, how Diana reacted, how anybody reacted, and what was going on in this case, because it's part of this case.
Chief of County Probation Mac Jenkins explained the new pilot project to take active steps towards earlier intervention of domestic violence cases.
We believe that with a strong collaborative effort, we can interrupt the cycle of violence. We can prevent repeat violence by working closely with offenders, the victims, and extended family members.
The hope is that through Diana's story and preventative steps discussed by city officials, this can help potential victims before it's too late.
While Armando Perez, still at large, is set to be hiding in Tijuana, Bonnie Dumanis plans to meet with Diana's family. Anyone who has information that may help bring justice to Diana's case is urged to call Crime Stoppers at 888-580-8477. Mauricio, Claudia, it being Domestic Violence Month, it's just so unfortunate and ironic that this had to happen when it did.
Thank you very much, Alice, for that story. Turning to other news now, the new Career and Technology Center building recently opened its doors to City College students. Despite it being a new building, Newscene's Paul Cruz is finding that the building already has some structural problems.
The new Career and Technology building on 16th and C Street is City College's current and newest crown jewel. But just as a jewel can have flaws, floor after floor on the 10th-floor parking garage behind the building have big puddles of standing water. Elevators often sit idle, forcing students to use dark, steep stairs to exit the building.
Well, you never know. Lately they've been working, but you never know, or it takes a while if you want to wait for them. So sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
While one of the two elevators intermittently shuttles rushing students from one floor of the parking garage to another, students complain that it is often very slow, that is, if it works at all. They say it is faster to take the stairs to get to the ground floor.
You push the button and wait forever, and then you give up and you just walk down the stairs. I don't push the button anymore. I don't even try.
Jerry Davis, City College's Vice President of Administrative Affairs, referred Newscene to Lance LaRue. He's the San Diego Community College District's Chief Architect. While LaRue did not want to appear on camera, he did take the concerns that we expressed about the building problems here at the Career and Technology Center quite seriously. He called us again and referred us to Tom Fine, who is the project manager for all of the construction projects here at City College. He, however, would not return our repeated calls. So this is a story that we're going to be continuing to update. At the Career and Technology Center at City College, I'm Paul Cruz, Newscene.
The Environmental Stewardship Committee celebrated its annual fall festival at the Urban Farm Newscene. Isidro Morales has the story.
Live music, fresh, healthy food, and special guest speakers were the main attraction at this year's Fall Harvest Festival. The The annual event is put on by City College's Seeds at City in hopes of bringing awareness to the importance of environmental sustainability. Guest speaker Barry Logan from La Milpa Organic Farm explained the importance of local agriculture and its relationship to San Diego.
San Diego is maybe the best place in the country to grow food. We can grow food here 365 days a year. That we have the ability to grow really delicious, healthy food here, and that we need more of that.
The festival also featured a cooking demonstration on how to cook raw greens picked straight from the urban garden by farmer Paul Mashaka.
Some sesame seed oil first. Heat up the pan. Throw in your greens. Stir them around. Soy sauce. A little bit of sesame seeds. Really adds a nice touch to it. And stir it a little. Add a little bit of water so it steams.
Even vegetables' biggest little critics had this to say about the food. Reported from City College, I'm Isidro Morales, Newscene.
If you would like to get involved with Seeds at City, volunteers are welcome every Tuesday and Saturday from 9 till noon at the Urban Farm located next to City College Library.
And the New York State gubernatorial campaign audience and competition received a show they did not expect. Jimmy McMillan, the leader of the Rent Too Damn High party, also a registered Democrat, presented his slogan, "Rent is too damn high," which caused the attention of those on the panel. McMillan's cause is to help poor kids in his neighborhood. The video has received over 1 million hits on YouTube. We'll be coming up with more news in just a minute.
So, do you have any questions?
What is your soup of the day?
We have a mulligatawny soup.
Oh, do you have any specials?
We have a steak special today.
Oh, how's that cooked?
That's pan-seared and then...
Does it come with a side dish? Is it grilled? Can I have it steamed? So what do you recommend? What kind of pie do you have? You're an actor. Aren't you from Ohio?
Any questions?
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
The flu? Isn't that just for old people?
No. Especially not this year. With the H1N1 flu virus, teens and adults under 25 like us are at higher risk of getting sick with the flu. That's why I'm getting vaccinated.
I'm getting vaccinated.
I'm getting vaccinated.
I'm getting vaccinated.
Vaccination is safe.
It's the best way to prevent the flu.
And protect myself,
my family,
my roommates,
my friends. Get the facts at flu.gov.
Together, we can all fight the flu.
In recent months, there have many cases of teenage bullying, which lead to tragic deaths. Here in San Diego, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community in responding.
Participants of an anti-bully rally and vigil gathered this week to give a voice for those intimidated into silence.
When someone calls you a name, it's not just the sticks and stones may break my bones kind of thing. But it really is about sticks and stones breaking your bones.
For speakers like Amber and a local high school teacher, this hit close to home.
I got a prank call asking me if I was a man and all this really rude stuff, and that really hurt me.
As one of my 14-year-old students recently told me, why should I go on living if I'm going to be hated every day of my life?
With numbers rising in such cases, local speakers are demanding action.
We have to change San Diego. And when we change the city of San Diego, we'll change the county, we'll change the state, and we must change this nation.
One organization who is reaching out is the Trevor Project.
The Trevor Project is a 24-hour suicide and crisis prevention hotline specifically for LGBTQ youth. And we have a very strong working relationship with both the City of San Diego, and we're hoping to develop a stronger relationship with the San Diego Unified School District.
The first local steps have been taken to build a relationship that will empower youth and open minds.
Hatred is a weed, and it grows best in neglect. Let's stop neglecting ourselves.
With photojournalist Alex Miller-Pastore, I'm Alice Kim, Newscene.
Public figures like Dan Savage and Ellen DeGeneres are speaking out against bullying of gays to offer hopes to LGBT despairing teenagers. Local counseling services are available also throughout country for those in need